Alright, we are live. So in my playthrough last night, I completed Route C. And now that all the main 3 routes are completed, we just got a very important email to check out. This is probably going to be the final main quest line. To my knowledge, anyways. The science team is coming. Dear Naomi Hayward, this is Lucy Turner from Morning Bell News. There's been a very sudden development that has changed things in a very big way. After completing the analyses of the 3 samples you sent us, Cortana's Edge, the glowing moss, and the vampire's blood, Dr. Anderson suddenly said that he needed to perform some fieldwork. We are currently waiting for our CEO to respond, but it seems like everything else has been finalized within our department. In fact, I believe that our science team should arrive in Rainy Woods by 3 p.m. tomorrow. I'm sorry for the late notice. There's no need for you to prepare anything special, of course. Our London branch will meet them at the airport and escort them. Just think of it as a little vacation and spend your time off however you like. Doesn't it feel great to finally get some time off? Oh, and Daniel already sent us a detailed report on the local restaurants. He had a lot of criticism regarding their seafood dishes, but I'm glad the food there generally seems to be edible. Oh, and I almost forgot. I'll be accompanying the team on their trip. Don't worry, I'll do my best to stay out of your hair. P.S. Did you know this will be my first time seeing the UK? I'm so excited. I get to visit the British Museum, the National Museum of Scotland, the Guinness Storehouse, the Tech Museum. Ooh, I just can't wait. Okay, there's that. Let's read the email regarding Dr. Anderson. Dear Naomi Hayward, this is Lucy Turner. This will be a very private mail, so I'm sending it from my phone. You're familiar with Dr. Nicholas Anderson, the leader of the science team, aren't you? He's an extraordinary man. A while back, he won a ton of essay contests offered by the government and private enterprises. He earned himself a lot of scholarships and was thought of as the kind of young prodigy who only comes around once a century. He actually earned his first degree when he was 14, so the story checks out. But as I touched in on one of my previous messages, he has some social issues. All of his scholarships and joint study researches ended up being cut off before he could finish on them. He's also been accused of power and sexual harassment more than a few times. Our CEO, Miss Kelly, is a big fan of Dr. Anderson's and has somehow managed to snuff out all the accusations he received thus far. In fact, rumor has it that when she hired him to work at Morning Bell, she forced him to sign a contract that stated he would never post on any social media site, either personally or as a representative of Morning Bell News. And just know that meeting him in person may leave you a bit perturbed. Or angry, I guess. Just understand that he's a man with many problems and try your best to withstand him. Lucy. Sent from my mobile phone. A letter from E. Easy come, easy go. Now I suspect this is Elizabeth. Somehow mailing us from beyond the grave, or perhaps she faked her death. I can kind of get the supernatural angle because I can transform to a dog or a cat. Easy come, easy go. Dear Miss Hayward, it's me, E. An uninvited guest will soon arrive. Beware them. I don't know whether you'll give this mail a proper reading or not, and I don't have the power to influence you into doing so. But just let me say this, good or life. Choice is up to you. Well, this game is called The Good Life, why not both? The science team, huh? This can't be good. Guess it's still better than having bureaucracy up my ass, though. Lucy's something else. What does she think I'm supposed to do with all this time off she's given me? There's no spa, no nail salon, no gym, not even a friggin' pool. This entire town is all natural. Oh well. Maybe I can hit up the usual suspects and make some pocket change in the meantime. I guess they want me to do all my side quests. Oh. Well, maybe not. I can wait for them to arrive tomorrow and see what happens. I haven't had a baked potato in quite some time.
Phew! I'm stuffed.
Usually I just eat something a little more indulgent.
Woo!
Usually I'll just air fry like French fries or eat some potato chips.
Phew! I'm stuffed.
And sleep for 9 hours. I'm pretty sure there's somewhere in town that has this. Let's go to William's garden first. He has a very elaborate backyard. Striped deck chair, beach ball, beach parasol. Unfortunately, that's not what I need. Let's use the standard the precious camera, I mean. Now I don't put any wear and tear. Is that what I think it is? Oh, that's a side table. That's not the side table I was looking for. Someone's gotta have a beach ball somewhere. Might be easier to do this if I was a cat. Tomato, tomato. Maybe that cottage up there might have what I'm looking for. Or Mr. White's house, yeah.
Yeah, baby!
Let's check Mr. White's house first.
Yeah, baby!
He's the richest guy in town, so he might just have what we're looking for. And he also has his own private cottage. With nothing else in it. Alright, let's move on. Now I'll do another side quest, something that might be easier to find. So in a place like this, I might not be able to find a beach set. At least, maybe in Rainy Woods I won't be able to. Yeah, there's nothing. That's just unfortunate. Yep, absolutely nothing. We'll move on to a different quest. Yep, that's just a shed.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
Alright, as we go north, gonna start looking for shrines like this.
Yeah, baby. 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 Yeah, baby.
I'm getting pretty good luck with these.
Yeah, baby.
A lot of these boxes and barrels have been dropping something.
Yeah, baby.
Alright. Maybe that hotel might have, beach set, but I'm not sure. I feel like I might have to look for something that might be a little bit more lakeside or riverside. Ooh, maybe I should go to that town.
Yeah, baby.
I haven't really went eastward on this map.
Yeah, baby!
I've mostly been in the Rainy Woods section. So I should cross the bridge and take the dirt path up.
Yeah, baby! Yeah, baby!
Damn, I better go back. Alright. Just have to take the side roads back.
Yeah, baby!
I kind of hate how one of the effects I'm using sometimes cuts out my S sound. I mean, I used to have a lisp growing up, but I thought I mostly got that corrected by like a therapist. I went to like a speech therapist for years just trying to get a lot of little speech defects ironed out. Like the TH sound, the S sound.
Yeah, baby!
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Phew. But today's not a payment day, is it?
None of your business. Just do us both a favor and keep your mouth shut.
Huh? Hey! Wait! Hey!
I told you to keep your mouth shut.
Where am I?
Swine!
Silent subhuman. Nothing infuriates me more than creatures that can somehow speak despite having no concept of how to properly discuss a topic. Know this, subhuman. Questioning me in any way is a punishable offense. Subhuman? This must be Dr. Anderson. But some subhumans have the capability to coincidentally induce positive effects. Much like the pattern I'm currently observing. Go on. Thank your luck or your god, as you subhumans are so quick to do. And now, behold. Feast your eyes on these relics. There is certainly a better term for them, I know, but this will do for now. Alone, each relic is equivalent to nothing more than a piece of garbage. No, they are garbage, plain and simple.
That's science for you.
But when all three are utilized in unison, what do they create? A prime example of shocking, astonishing science. And so, I hereby name this scientific phenomenon the Trinity Incredibilis. Trinity what now? I'll decide its official name later. There are more important things to deal with. Yes, it makes perfect sense, now that I've come all the way out to the United Kingdom, I'll use an empirical approach to tease out the secrets of the Trinity Incredibilis. Open those turbid eyes of yours and watch closely, subhuman. Okay. He's way worse than I thought. The hell?
Hey, there!
I told you to silence yourself, subhuman. Now, commencing with today's exposure experiment on specimens A, B, and X. Exposure time, 3 seconds. End report. Now for a short lecture on the constituent parts of the Trinity Incredibilis. This tank contains a culture of glowing moss. One might consider this moss the main power source of the Trinity Incredibilis. Next, we have this gun. The gun itself bears no intrinsic value. Just a regular kid's water gun from a regular mall with some slight modifications. The key here is what I attach to the muzzle. Cortana's edge. With this, I can provide directivity to the energy that is released.
What the hell?
But this alone is not enough to birth true science. And so I will inject vampire's blood into the cylinder of this gun. This, in turn, will function as a catalyst. Behold, the Trinity Incredibilis ray. Exposure experiment 1 completed. Confirming transformations of specimens A and B. No effects witnessed on specimen X. Proceeding to exposure experiment 2. Exposure experiment 2 completed. Confirming new forms of specimens A and B. No effects witnessed on specimen X. End report.
This can't be good.
Well, subhuman, has the power of the Trinity Incredibilis ray shocked you to your very core? This is the power of science. The driving force that allows you subhumans to live your days in peace and happiness. As you can see, this ray only affects those who hail from this town. But through repeated experimentation, I will quickly acquire the answer to this mystery. For that is the power of science. Science. Can you imagine it, subhuman? If every human could transform into an animal, every last societal problem would disappear in a flash. We could turn all the unproductive subhumans like you into cats and dogs, solving the world's population and hunger problems. And that's only the beginning. Next, we'd employ militaristic might against ignorant savages who deny scientific prowess.
This guy's a total psycho.
Forever fall short of the boundless potential.
I thought this guy was gonna go on about eating cats and dogs. Subhuman, are you listening to me? Yeah. Yep, I'm listening. I currently lack the required number of specimens. I need a wider variety of samples. And you will bring them to me. Samples? I just gave you an order. You are to bring several more townspeople to me at once.
Seriously?
But that's abduction.
Lost your mind.
Don't you dare try and reinterpret my orders using different words. I will not allow you to waste another second of my time, for it would cause the entire human race to suffer. Your ignorance is nothing short of a betrayal to all mankind. But this is your last mission. Upon completion, Morning Bell News will award you amply for your performance. Wait, you mean... That's right. you'll be able to pay off your entire debt. All you need to do is obey my orders. Complete your task like a good robot would. An ideal job for any subhuman, wouldn't you agree? Just imagine it. Imagine what could happen in a world where humans are free to change into dogs and cats whenever they wish. We'd be able to track each other's pee? Ho ho! An uncharacteristically sharp assertion, subhuman. What if the detection dogs you see in airports could actually converse with elite narcotics agents? And what if police dogs could speak with veteran officers? No. What if they were the veteran officers themselves? Yeah, it might be cool. Looks like you're finally starting to understand the true potential of the Trinity Incredibilis ray, subhuman. And it should go without saying that this invention will only continue to contribute millions of dollars to great science. And when it becomes a commodity, those who assisted in discovering and researching the relics may even earn something. I could put in a recommendation for you. You know, if I remember, that is. As long as I do a good job, that's it. It appears as though you finally understand your place in the machine, subhuman.
For the sake of science!
In which case, there is no more time to waste. Bring me the following 3 specimens at once. Well, which one are you going to go after first? Make up your mind. We should go... perhaps for the highly intelligent one?
For the sake of science!
The highly intelligent specimen? Do note that the term highly intelligent is only used in a comparative sense as far as rural inhabitants go. And I've already satisfied my physically advantageous sample with David O'Reilly, which leaves only one choice. The specimen's name is Charlie Smith. Now go and get to work, subhuman. Charlie Smith? Who the hell is that?
Lost your mind.
And you call yourself a researcher? He goes by the alias Norlock Homeless in this insular community. Oh, that guy. Telling him you found yourself a prime suspect for the murder of Elizabeth may be a wise way to lure him out. Take a photograph of me sitting in Elizabeth's wheelchair and use that to convince him. If my hypothesis is correct, Smith has a soft spot for Elizabeth. Stimulate that spot and he will do whatever you ask of him.
Swine!
What are you standing around for, subhuman? Have you ever heard the saying, time is money? Bring me my specimen at once. Yes, yes. This is quite the wheelchair. If enlarged, it could allow anyone to traverse public highways without a license. In fact, I can hardly believe such a fascinating discovery could have been made in this rustic sty. Goddamn hellhole. Once that mad scientist pays off my debt, I'm severing all ties with him. I've got no choice but to do his dirty work right now. I just need to be more patient and I'll finally be free. Free of that hell at last. You have no choice, Naomi. Just keep your chin up and get this done. Well,
Hey,
that sounds really good. I kind of want to look up just like a recipe list of all this food. Norlock Homos.
hey,
Hey, if it isn't the poor woman's Sherlock, I got something to tell you. If you cat got your tongue, dear Hayward, it appears as if you're under a great deal of stress. Hiding a secret, are we? Well, that was quick. Yeah, you got me. The truth is, out with it. Now, imagine you're at a confessional. I might have figured out who killed Elizabeth.
Fascinating.
Well, I simply can't ignore a lead like that. But if you wish to have me spring to action, you need to show me proof.
Oh,
Bleeding Nora. Yep. Pretty damning photo, isn't it?
fascinating.
What's this chap doing with Elizabeth's wheelchair?
Unbelievable.
William would never give it up. And besides, it's important evidence.
Unbelievable.
How did this happen? How? Right. Thank you for this intriguing piece of evidence.
We'll meet again.
I feel I may need to look into this in greater detail on my own. I'll be in contact again later. I had no choice, right? Goddamn hellhole.
yeah, baby.
It's not good. Where is David and, what's her name? Anyways. A subhuman is only as good as the method by which its master utilizes it. That's what I always say. I see you finally found the first specimen. Well, what are you waiting for? Go and collect the other two, right now. You still have two left to find. Which are you planning to go after next? I wonder who is this exceptional specimen they're referring to.
For the sake of science!
The exceptional specimen. It's hard to find much variety in a bland prehistoric village such as this, but so be it. Martha Berryman should do fine as my average adult female specimen. The name of the exceptional specimen I need is Lynette Burley. Now go and get to work, subhuman. How is Lynette exceptional? I mean, if you're asking me, there isn't one normal person in the entire town, but still.
What a bore.
Imbecile. These rural bottom feeders are nothing but the epitome of mediocrity. Any variance is a sliver of natural deviation. But Lynette possesses monstrous strength that is foreign to most females. She is deserving of special attention. That's what we call gender bias, in case you didn't know.
Swine!
Subhuman, how dare you accuse me of being sexist? When I say gender, I mean gender as seen from a biological perspective, physical and mental advantages. I simply wish to thoroughly analyze all elements that could influence future test results, and nothing more. Steal one of her sheep and bring it here. Once Lynette finds out that her sheep is here, she'll come of her own accord. It would be wise to go for the sheep when everyone else is asleep. I'll have a secret exit prepared for it. Alright, jeez.
Swine!
What are you standing around, subhuman? Haven't you ever heard the saying, time is money? Bring me my specimen at once.
Yeah, baby! Yeah, baby! Yeah, baby! Yeah, baby! Yeah, baby! Yeah, baby! Yeah, baby!
If there's anything I hate about this game, it's the camera control.
Yeah, baby!
Even when I change it for something more intuitive, it's still doesn't work as intended.
Oi!
Wait, it's you. What are you doing here, love? Well, this isn't my sheep? No, of course not. How could you make such a daft mistake? You're wrapped in some trouble, ain't ya? Want to talk it over at Michelle's tonight? No. I'm okay. Thanks for the invite, though.
See ya.
Don't push yourself too hard, love. If you lose your health, you'll lose everything. Guess I'll have to come back at night. Lynette's a good person. I don't want to do this. Here we are, 1 in the morning, planning on stealing sheep. I'm a sheep stealer. How did it come to this? Relax, relax, you'll all be okay. Now I just have to deliver it to the mad scientist. You saw nothing, Edgar. Okay, that should do it. Wait, why am I so sure about that? No, it's too late to be doubting myself. That mad scientist isn't working alone. He's got all of Morning Bell News backing him up. If I try to mess with them in the name of my own pathetic little justice, they'll just fire me and hire someone else to do the job. It'll be better for everyone if I handle this, as opposed to someone who doesn't know anything about how this town works. Nice job back there. If you say so.
Right.
I'm heading out to Burley's farm. I'll leave the rest in your hands. The farm? Why? You did your part. Now it's time for me to do mine. They say that good work only ever follows a good rest, so just go home and rest for today. I wonder what keeps him so motivated. Keep doing his job. Finally, at long last, you've brought me the second specimen.
Pointless.
You subhumans are such slow, unproductive creatures. Now then, allow me to jog your inferior memory regarding the third and final specimen.
For the sake of science!
An immature specimen. In other words, I need you to bring me a filthy little brat. Do note that you won't find many to choose from, as is par for the course in the countryside of any advanced nation. In any case, it is absolutely essential that I get my hands on an immature specimen. I can't afford to be choosy here. The name of the specimen I require is Emma Macaulay. Now go and get to work, subhuman. If you can't afford to be choosy, then why not use the White Brothers?
Swine!
How dare you pollute my ears with your opinion, subhuman? Nevertheless, you bring up a valid point. I'll offer you a supplemental explanation just this once. For the time being, I would like to refrain from any unnecessary clashes with Rudman White. And it will be easy to force the Macaulays to accept an offering in the form of compensation after all is said and done. In addition, acquiring Emma will also net me Charlotte in play as well. Can a creature of your intelligence comprehend the full scope of how rational a choice this is? Just feed the brat some food laced with catnip when she transforms into a cat. Then, when she's too dazed to stand up straight, simply drag her here. That's always the best way to deal with snotlings. Just be careful when feeding her. She has the tongue of a cat.
Swine!
Kidnapping children now, huh? That might be the hardest one to find. I wouldn't know where to find that. It would have to be in Mushroom and Evans, if anything. But I can't go there just yet. I have to wait for a while. Now I could either...
Yeah, baby!
No, I'm just gonna sleep it off. I wonder if this game will end after I finish the main quest, or it's gonna do something like Grand Theft Auto, where you're kind of just free to do whatever the hell you want once you finish everything. What'll be? Our town's gotten a lot of new visitors lately. Yeah. Good grief, I'm getting a bad feeling. I sure hope nothing goes wrong.
Alright there.
Good grief, you look worse for wear. Let me guess, you're hungry? Good grief, I'm just a little tired. The job I'm working on right now is a real pain in the ass. Speaking of which, do you serve anything with catnip in it? Catnip? My, now that's not an order you get every day. Let me have a think. Right. I think your choices might be my stargazy pie with catnip powder or my catnip laced summer pudding. And before you ask, the catnip replaces the cinnamon in the pudding. You're way more prepared for this than I thought you'd be. Well, good grief. What can I say? I'm a pro. Just promise me you won't go using my food for anything untoward. Oh no, of course not. I promise. You'll need to be especially careful on those 2 days between a full moon and a new moon. If you walk around with food that's got catnip in it during a time like that, a member of Team Cat might find themselves in a right old state. Good grief, thinking about it gives me the wibblies. Let's get this first.
Yeah.
Wow, you really are a pro. Sorry to keep you waiting. Another great part of this dish is that it still tastes great even if it gets cold. Oh, but whatever you do, don't feed it to a cat. It'll make him all tipsy-like, and you'll be in for a world of trouble.
Yeah.
Okay, I owe you one. I'm just gonna leave it outside. Not ideal, but whatever. Let me check if that thing's still out there. It's about to be a full moon. Oh no, that thing's gone. Well, it's a good thing I,
Woo! I'm stuffed.
Alright, hopefully I can get to Mushroom and Evans in time. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to wait a whole lunar cycle. Come on, Edgar, hurry up. Gotta go.
Yeah, baby! Yeah, baby!
Well, if I'm gonna have to wait a few minutes, I'm just gonna... Guess I'll just play around on my phone. Until like midnight. Alright. Believe this is it. No. I thought that cat was, the one I was looking for. But no, let's feed it to this little gremlin.
Guess it really does work.
Well done. Leave the rest to me.
Well done, huh? Am I really doing the right thing? Once my debt gets paid off, I can finally escape this hellhole. I just did what I had to, okay?
Incredible! Truly incredible!
Can you possibly comprehend the full scope of how incredible this is, subhuman? Ugh, I knew this was a bad idea. Why are you even doing all these tests anyway?
So...
Why?
Swine!
Subhuman, did you just question the purpose of my experiments? Yes. You know, I happen to thoroughly enjoy subhumans of your ilk. Allow me to explain exactly what purpose these tests will serve. I will begin by showing all the other subhumans a video of my Trinity Incredibilis ray, transforming people into dogs and cats. Then, I will have psychology experts spread the word on how this phenomenon is good for your health. Lastly, I'll have all those rotten lawyers draft up a policy that will make my entire operation legally watertight. Hardly a trifle when I think of all the subhumans who will happily line up and hand over their hard-earned money.
Nope.
Yeah, right. People will catch up to a scam like that in no time and bury your ass in all sorts of accusations and attacks.
Ridiculous.
Imbecile. Why would I ever want to avoid that? In fact, I'm going to make sure I encourage the hate. I'm going to use my Trinity Incredibilis ray to transform all the subhumans in this town into cats and dogs. Then, I'm going to stream it on live, on the internet, as miraculous new treatment that could save your life.
Seriously?
If you do that, all those subhumans out there who think they're so smart and clever will watch my stream and say, "It's fake, it's so obvious, ban that asshole's account." But then another group of subhumans who are willing to grasp at anything in order to sustain their health will rise up and say, they're trying to cancel this revolutionary new medical treatment. It's a conspiracy run by power-hungry corporations. You really think it'll go that smoothly? Of course it will. How could subhumans react any other way? And the subhumans whose excess funds are burning the biggest holes in their pockets will rise up and say, those bigoted hicks out in the countryside actually tried to keep this miraculous new treatment secret from the rest of us. If something that amazing really exists, then I deserve to have the first dibs on it, because I've got the money to pay for it. And once they succeed in deleting my video on my account, they will inadvertently prove the conspiracy theory was true. Subhumans who wish to try this new medical treatment will instantly start registering the moment I reveal my new facility. Morning Bell news stocks will skyrocket and my research funds will multiply indefinitely. Infinitely. And in the end, my research team will go down in history forever. You needn't worry, I am a fair man. I'll ensure all who cooperate with me attain their own piece of the glory. Rejoice, subhuman. Your name will also be recorded in the great book of scientific history. Hell if I care. Mic test, mic test. Can you hear me? Yes, and it appears there isn't much a lag. Good. Looks like that satellite connection was worth its exorbitant price after all. Of course it was. You expect a modern scientist to go on researching in a primitive region that lacks internet access? Well, good to know we managed to kill two birds with one stone. Now, I want you to silence yourself for a moment, Nicholas. It's very nice to finally make your acquaintance, Naomi Hayward. I'm Flora Kelly, CEO of Morning Bell News. Oh, so you're the big boss. In that case, I've got something to say to you. This mad scientist of yours has no concept of what human rights are. He's nuts. Everything that's gone in this little lab of his is a total compliance nightmare. Is your entire HR team asleep at the wheel? Yes, that all sounds very complicated. And how could you ever sign off on any of this bullshit? Listen here, my little idealistic journalist. What do you think is necessary in order to uphold human rights? Well, the Constitution, laws, activist groups, and stuff.
What?
How naive. Money is all you need to uphold human rights. And so we make as much money as we can and pay taxes as we are legally obligated to. Then, the government uses that money to protect the human rights of all the other people in the whole wide world. The modern people like us, stocks with long-term growth, are far more important than short-sighted human rights problems. But The more time passes, the more global our world becomes. How many of the 196 countries in our world do you think are seriously worried about human rights issues? To the modern world, human rights are minor league products with very low profit margins. Now, is that the only direct appeal you have for your CEO, Miss Journalistic Justice Warrior? In that case, I'll leave the rest to Lucy. Lucy, if you would be so kind. Huh? But I thought Lucy was supposed to be over here. What? You actually thought she'd be physically traveling with them? How awfully antiquated of you. It's 8 hours from JFK to Heathrow, and another 8 from Heathrow to Rainy Woods. Talk about a waste of time. Bye now. This is our first time doing a video chat, isn't it? Hi there, it's me, Lucy Turner, special correspondent from Division 2 of the CEO's office at Morning Bell News. You know, Lucy, I have to admit, I never imagined your company was this bad. I would like to begin by going over the current schedule. First, tomorrow morning. For that, Lucy, just answer one question for me. Are you on their side too? Miss Hayward, I'm afraid I don't understand your question. Unless you have any other pressing matters, I'd like to return to the task at hand. Oh, that reminds me. I really like that story you sent me. The one about Dick Whittington and his cat. Huh? What are you talking about? Now then, back to the schedule. Even Lucy betrayed me. How could I be so stupid? I need to do something. I can't let them get away with this. I know. I'll just tell everyone in town what's going on and get them to help me out. I don't know, after kidnapping a bunch of people? Is that really possible? Thomas Berryman. Hey.
Out of here, you!
Please, just don't talk to me. As I thought. I lost all the trust. Hey, got a minute?
Leave!
I've lost all faith in you, Private Hayward. You'd best make yourself scarce. Yo.
Get lost!
Oi. Get out of here.
I get the feeling you're not flavor of the month around here anymore, Naomi. Don't worry though. They're not mean enough to take the house away from you. So if you get a bit peckish, or need a nap, you can still head home. Not sure I'd recommend it, but Dr. Anderson might even give you some food if you're desperate.
Hey, that kind of reminds me of like old Britpop, like Oasis, Coldplay. Yo,
Oh, wait.
you ended up being even more of a prat than I took you for. Hey,
Go! Out of here!
so when do you think you'll be getting out of our hair? Hey, this song is cool. So Oasis. Yo, got a minute?
Away with you!
You're still here? I'd vacate myself from the premises if I were you. The car.
Right then, off
How easily we crumble under the devil's temptations.
Off with you.
Oh no. Don't you dare talk to me, you revolting little worm.
Shoot!
I have nothing to say to you. You best leave town as soon as you're able. So what if I change the quest? Oh, so they change only their dialogue during the active quest. Okay. You would think that you wouldn't be able to shop or anything.
Ah, baby!
Damn it, I forgot to change my quest again. Hey, Grandpa. No, I prefer that kind of response. Where is Chin? What the hell? Oh. She's not even on the map. Where's she hiding?
Yeah, baby! Yeah, baby!
Is she just along the road?
Yeah, baby! Yeah, baby! Yeah, baby! Yeah, baby! Yeah, baby!
Is she at the royal tomb? She's at the royal tomb, what the hell?
Yeah, baby!
Why is she all the way over there?
Yeah, baby! Yeah, baby!
Damn. Wait. She might not even be on the map. She's not on the map. That means it's not worth it.
stuffed. Woo! Phew! I'm stuffed. Woo! Phew! I'm stuffed.
When does she even show up?
Yeah, baby!
Let's change the quest.
Hey, got me interested.
I'm stumped.
Everyone's going to church? Maybe Town Hall will have a clue as where I can find her.
Yeah, baby!
She is nowhere on the map.
Yeah, baby! 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 Woo! Phew! I'm stuffed.
We'll just see if she gets out of her house at around 7 in the morning. It's like just about everyone else here. I wonder if this is a bug. She is nowhere to be found on the map. I wonder if I can abandon this quest. Alright, everybody seems to be out and about. Where is Miss Chan? I mean, she's already like a rare spawn amongst the NPCs in this game. gotta be kidding me. I'm assuming because that marker is like somewhere else on the map. Or not even on the map, actually. She's actually not generated right now. That's just frustrating. Now, if I change the quest, will they disappear?
Give me a break.
I guess I'll just continue doing other side quests for now. So we need cool posters, small churches, kids with glasses, and cleaning. Now what if I use a wide angle? This probably doesn't quantify as a wide church, I'm guessing. I might have to investigate and see if that quest is bugged in this version of the game. It's gonna be hard to find Miss Jan. It'd be a lot easier if I could just enter her house, but... I apologize for all this downtime. Everyone's heading home, but I don't see Miss Chan. Alright, I reloaded an older save file. Hopefully we can get her to spawn where we need her to spawn. Yes. Maybe that file got broken. I was like searching up all these different ways to look for her, but I guess all we have to do is just load up an old file. Hey,
Out, I say.
you broke your poor auntie's little heart. Shoo shoo, away with you.
Lobster!
You're the last person I want to see right now.
Lobster! Hey, what's your game?
How am I the last person? There ain't anyone out there who can do a cooler pose than me. Yeah. Hey, you don't seem yourself today, yuppie. You sure you got what it takes to keep on keeping out here? Ooh, I know. I'm gonna take a picture just so you can see how much of a loser you look like today. Do whatever you want. Damn, something's really got you down. Don't tell me you're thinking about quitting the newspaper business. I might be at this rate.
What's that?
Huh? What did you just say? You think a talentless scrub like you could ever make a living doing anything other than smithing words? You still have that big ass debt, don't you? Why would you throw away the only thing you got going for you? I don't want to, but...
Huh?
Enough whimpering already. Just tell me what happened, yuppie. I'll give you a little counseling session for free, just this once. Well, you see. Serves you right, Benedict Arnold. I know I deserve it, okay? You don't need to rub it in.
Hey, what's your game?
You don't get it, dummy. They're not trying to ostracize you. What? They're still being kind to you, even though you don't friggin' deserve it.
What's that?
Hey, come on. You stole shit and even kidnapped people. If we were anywhere else, you'd already be in the can by now. But not a single one of them turned you in, right? They just told you to leave. Oh. Took you long enough. Now that you've figured it out, you know what you really need to do, right? Yeah. I need to stop Morning Bell. I need to take responsibility for what happened and stop those assholes. Otherwise, I'll just be accepting the death of journalism. Social media gave everyone the ability to become a news source themselves. Without justice, the news business will crumble like a pillar of dust. We're real pros. We need to use the power of the news to stop evil from screwing everything up. Just how stupid are you? You think that shit has anything to do with being a real pro? Alright. It was still a pretty good speech though. I don't usually say this, but it brought a little tear to my eye. A tiny one, but still. Out of respect for that wicked speech of yours, I think it might just help you out on this one, yuppie. Daniel, really?
Hey, what's your game?
You freaking chowed ahead. It's still too early to be thanking me. I mean, we can't clean up this whole mess by ourselves now, can we? We need to find someone in town who's willing to help out. Got any ideas, Yuppie? Someone in town who's willing to help out. A witch. Damn, you've got some weird connections. You're a daft one, ain't you? I know. So let me just start off by apologizing. I'm really sorry. No need to apologize, sweetheart. I already figured out just how foolish that little head of yours was. But I'm happy to see that you feel at least a little guilty for what you did. So I'll forgive you. Thanks. I owe you one, Granny. I see old ladies like her in San Francisco all the time. Pretty good friends with some of them, too. Alright, Lucy. It's meeting time. Lucy, but she's... Come on, Yuppie. Don't tell me you didn't notice. Huh? Notice what? Didn't Lucy mention the Dick Whittington story too? Now that you mention it, she did. That's a story about the guy who made View Cup Box thanks to his cat and used it for charity, right? So by that, Lucy's trying to say that there's a way to use Morning Bell's evil plans to do some good, you idiot. It was all a code. Ain't that right, Lucy? Yes, Daniel. That's exactly what I meant. Deep down, you knew you could still trust me, right, Naomi? Yeah, of course. Of course I did. I was like, yep, that's my Lucy. I knew I could always count on her. What are you looking at me for? I'm glad to see that your spirits have been lifted a bit, Naomi. Thanks. Now let's get down to business. Before I begin, I'd just like to make one thing clear. I don't think that physically stopping the stream will get us anywhere. After they deal with us, they'll just try and do the same thing again. Instead, we need to make sure that their plans end up benefiting us instead. They know that the stream will incite criticism, and they've even worked that into their plan. But what if it ends up inciting more backlash than they're prepared to handle? We can utilize that to get people on our side. It makes sense, but how the hell are we gonna do something like that? Imagine what would happen if they fired the ray at the townspeople when they were already transformed. A strange laser beam being fired at cute little dogs and cats and nothing happens. What would people think? Damn, that's wicked smart, Lucy. People are gonna lose their shit. Just think about it. A huge news agency streaming animal abuse live? And Morning Bell's been advertising the Trinity Incredibilis Ray as some miraculous new medical technology or whatever. So if they fire it and it just fizzles out, they'll get torn apart even more for faking everything. I don't know. I think there are a few problems with this plan. I mean, what if Dr. Asshole decides to fire the ray at human beings?
Yes.
I can interfere with the streaming plan. We need to show cute kitties and puppies if we want people to keep watching through to the experiment. That'll force them to fire the ray at cats and dogs to keep the public's attention.
True.
That should work. It's batshit crazy, but it should work. Made me think of another problem though. Morning Bell is this big-ass global corporation, right? Unless we get a boatload of people to watch this animal abuse video, it ain't gonna gain any traction. We'll use Flamingo. Naomi has around 150,000 followers, and Daniel has around 90,000. I'll have our marketing team work on boosting those numbers even further. Neither of them will be able to upload any photos to Flamingo while we're working on this. But until the day of the stream, I'll make sure both accounts attain international notoriety.
Seriously?
You people can really do that? Jeez, alright then, last question. How do we make sure nothing happens when the ray gets fired? Yeah, I was just about to say that. We'll need everyone's help to solve this one. First, we'll need to make sure the device can't be used until the stream begins. They're using vampire's blood to power that Trinity wood, is it right? And it's simple. We'll just guzzle it all down before the stream starts.
Yes.
Sounds good. Best of luck. Vampire's blood is ultra rare whiskey, right? Sounds like a job for me. I'm not gonna let you youngsters show me up here. You know, I was thinking. Yeah, I'm really glad Lucy's on our side. Man, I thought this shit wasn't gonna work. I thought my game was bugged because of that quest we just did where you had to find Jan. And she was not on the map. I had to load a much older file and hopefully she would spawn. But this game is so obscure, I doubt they'll do a bug fix for it. I'd be surprised if they did.
Swine!
Guess I really have to come here late at night.
Get lost.
Jeez. Yeah, baby!
Who the fuck?
I'm stuffed.
I have to feed the cat. Go, go. Hey, baby girl, come on. She really wants my attention right now. Excuse me, I'll be right back. Okay. No greater motivator than free brew. Don't tell me that's the only thing you're after here, Grandma. Haven't you ever heard the phrase, all's well that ends well? Now shut up and get guzzling. I'm gonna drink you under the table. Are you ready, sweetheart?
Seriously?
You gotta be kidding me. Bring it on, drink queen.
Yeah, baby!
Cheers. Cheers.
Woohoo!
Cheers.
Woohoo!
Aw, crap.
Can't drink any more. But
Can't drink another drop. I'm gonna blow.
Not sure I should be encouraging this, but go on. Guess.
seriously? Yeah, baby!
Cheers. Cheers. Cheers.
I would have lost it by a split second.
Yeah, the drink queen reigns supreme. What the hell? But I already drank a ton. How is there this much left?
I can't give up here, I'm so close. Damn it, I just need to drink a little bit more.
Naomi, I think you might be underselling it slightly. I know it seems like a waste, but maybe you should just chuck the vampire's blood out.
I was thinking the same thing.
Cease this at once.
Every drop of alcohol is a drop of his blood. Such blasphemy. You would sully all of humanity by throwing away these sacred waters? I won't allow it. What? Where did you come from? Where there is alcohol, there is God. And where there is God, there is your vicar. Okay. I'm a vicar, Miss Hayward. And yet I struggle to look upon you. I know I did something bad. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. But I also owe you an apology. You were only trying to do what you thought was right. I must accept that fact. Therefore, I must purify my sins with the power of this holy water.
Forgive me, lords, that I have sinned
Shit, he's really hammering it down. Thanks, Vicar. We might just get through this in time. Jeez, he's not even listening. Damn drunk just can't help himself.
Alright, here we go. You nervous, Yuppie? I don't know. It sort of feels like I'm just watching all this play out from behind a screen or something. Huh. A little late for that, don't you think? Anyway, check this out. That's my Flamingo account.
Seriously?
Holy crap, 3 million followers? I've never seen a number that big before. So no matter what weird shit may be floating through your mind right now, there ain't no turning back, Yuppie. Yeah. Got it? Then let's head out to the square. You're the official photographer of this streaming event, remember? It's showtime, sister. Get out there and act like you're ready to do your job. I know. Oh, and one more thing. I'm gonna let you in on the real journalist secret to success. When you get to the point where you're thinking, oh no, I'm screwed, that's when you really gotta shine. And in that moment, all you need to do is...
Nope.
I'm not doing the lobster pose.
Lobster!
New York? According to a press report released from Morning Bell, the massive media conglomerate based in New York City, at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 4 p.m. GMT tonight, they plan to make a shocking, world-changing announcement. From the small town of Rainy Woods, located in northern England. Details have not been made clear yet, but the press report states the following. Up until this moment, the insular, rural town of Rainy Woods has kept a miraculous therapy technique all to themselves. Thanks to the efforts of Morning Bell's research team, this technique has been rediscovered using scientific technology. Rumors are currently circulating online due to a leak that state that this therapy has the power to cure late-stage cancer. If this is true, it means the people of Rainy Woods have used tradition as an excuse to stand by and watch thousands of cancer victims die. In response to this, a pediatric cancer specialist commented, claiming this to be inexcusable from any ethical perspective. Other late-stage cancer specialists have also shared similar statements of disapproval. This gave birth to the open R&W movement that is currently escalating on the internet. And as we speak, debates continue to rage concerning whether or not late-stage cancer treatment is actually possible. Meanwhile, a piece of graffiti art has been spotted on the wall of a hospital in Rainwood, Arkansas. The movement is showing no signs of quieting down, and some fear bigger problems are already on the horizon. Does the miraculous treatment technique that hails from Rainy Woods actually have the power to cure late-stage cancer? Countless eyes from all over the world are now focused in this quaint little town.
Swine!
We're 30 minutes out. Hurry, you miserable subhumans.
Oh?
This ain't good. We're in deep trouble here, sweetheart. Think about it. If we end up drinking all the vampire's blood... I mean, yeah, I know. That was the plan, wasn't it? Take a chill pill, Granny.
No.
Well, that's not what I mean. Think about it. Really think. That means the bottle is empty right now.
Seriously?
Ah. Sure, it's only thanks to the good grace of the Lord on high that we have been found out by now. What should we do? Don't panic. We just need to fill the keg back up, right? Indeed. We simply need time to fill the bottle back up with fake vampire's blood. We'll buy some time then. Go and call that mad scientist over here. So basically, those two are the ones who have been controlling the entire town of Rainy Woods from the shadows. If you want to keep experimenting here, it's definitely in your best interest to introduce yourself to them. Those two lesser subhumans? Alright, first things first, let's give you a proper
A
welcome.
toast, if you will.
We brought the holiest of God's waters with us. Come, let us raise a toast.
Lost your mind.
But the stream is about to begin. What? I heard that beer is practically like water to you Americans. Not to worry, I've got some of the good gin tucked away around here somewhere. Sporadically water to us. So be it. I happen to be using supplements to strengthen my liver.
Behold my genius!
You think this swill could get me drunk? Feast your eyes on the power of science, subhumans. Wow. We actually managed to stop him right in his tracks. But now, how are we going to swap in the fake vampire's blood?
Naomi, have you forgotten your training in the mountains? You're the one that made the massive beanstalk grow, remember?
Oh, she's gonna pee in the bottle.
Swine! 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 Swine!
Damn it. I have to start all over again. Damn it.
Hey!
Sorry to interrupt all the mirth. Dr. Anderson, it's about time to go. Wouldn't want you to have to interrupt the stream for a bathroom break. So you should probably take care of it. Now.
Ridiculous.
Imbecile. I've already taken a supplement that boosts my bladder control. So long, lesser subhumans.
Huh? What's that?
Oh, there's no need to worry. I'm sure Miss Hayward employed her mercurial wit to think of the perfect solution.
Nope.
I'm not sure I would describe it so eloquently, but just trust me on this one. There's no way the Trinity Incredibilis ray is gonna work now. That means we get to sit back and watch it all tumbling down. But what if because she drank so much booze, her piss is full of it? Yeah, time for us to see what sort of mess this stream ends up as.
It is finally time for the experiment to begin. So sorry to keep you all waiting, squirming subhuman rabble of the world. Listen up. Rejoice, for you are about to witness a miraculous new form of medical treatment. In your wildest dreams, or even perhaps your darkest nightmares, you miserable creatures could never possibly imagine the phenomenon you're about to witness today. But in order for you subhumans to fully understand the importance of the experiment I'm about to perform, we must go back to 1940.
Dr. Anderson, let me remind you that capitalist society values evidence over debate. I've prepared a segment to discuss the details of the experiment, complete with its own special flip chart.
Well, if my sponsor is that adamant about it, I suppose there's no harm in adjusting my schedule. Pay close attention, insects of the world. This very moment, Nicholas Anderson is going to change the future of the human race. Behold the power of science! That's odd. Allow me to increase the output.
Ha! What a shambles! They outdid themselves with the spectacle, but it was all a hollow pretense.
If only the great Lizzie Borden could see this. I wonder if the max output level is 42?
That's impossible! So be it! Full power!
Dreadful, huh?
What is that man doing? This is animal abuse.
Mr. White, you're the resident expert on Rainy Woods history, right? Is it true this dinky little town's been hiding a miraculous cure for late-stage cancer from the world?
Oh, if only. Then my beloved Yvonne would still be here with me right now.
It's a lie? Nothing but a big fat lie?
I'm afraid I'm far too old to have the energy to entertain such hearsay. But what I can tell you is, that man there on the stage came up to me and said, "Sell all the land you own to us. Morning Bell News knows exactly how to get the most use out of it." Then he passed me a large contract that already had Mrs. Kelly's signature. But when I politely declined, he tells me, "So be it, not like it matters. You subhumans will end up handing over all your land to us for free anyway." Yes, that's what he said.
You saying it was all just some heinous conspiracy? That the miraculous treatment Morning Bell News advertised was nothing but a bald-faced lie? They were trying to use this town to suck up people's cash with some phony medical facility. Then, they tried to push the hashtag OpenRW movement so you'd sell your land for cheap. They wanted Rainy Woods to be the most hated place on Earth. That's what all this ruckus was for? Whew, scary stuff, huh? As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, this little country town is clean, peaceful. Frankly, looks like your regular, middle-of-nowhere town to me. Yet some big corporation spent a ton of money trying to crush this town using fake news. You're gonna let them get away with this? Your town might be next. Think about it. Any one of you suffer the same fate. It's time for us to rise up. Forget the hashtag OpenRW movement. Now it's hashtag SaveRW. Save Rainy Woods from fake news. Lobster!
Breaking news. The #1 trending hashtag has just switched over to SaveRW. People all over the world are rising up and advocating to save Rainy Woods. The masses are standing up to the hoaxes and monopolistic evil foisted upon them by those in power.
Tech team, what are you waiting for? Cut the cord! Stop the stream! I said stop the stream! What? It's going to take time to shut everything down? You useless morons! Just pull the wires out! Right now! Nicholas! Either end this stupid laser beam party of yours right now, or get ready to defend yourself in court when I sue you to the moon and back! Well, which will it be? Surely your genius brain can work that out!
But I just need my experiment to succeed. If it succeeds, then everything will.
Dr. Nicholas Anderson! That's it. Right here, right now, you're fired! Next time you see my face is in the courtroom!
What?
As for you, tech idiots, if you don't want to end up the same way as him, then stop the damn stream already! Blow the generator if you have to!
But that sounds
sounds really dangerous.
That stuff is expensive. I don't want to be responsible for breaking it.
The manual said to never stop a stream, even if you're getting flamed. All publicity is good publicity. Subhuman. It was you! You did this, didn't you? Subhuman. How dare you? How dare you turn me into content without my permission?
That's a good kick.
Lobster! Damn you, damn you, damn you! I hope you subhumans rot in hell!
You think I'm gonna let you go?
You! Do something, you imbecilic blockhead! That subhuman over there has yet to pay off her debt. Now get over there and do your job!
When that great lump kidnapped me, he said to me, don't worry. The insanity this company's been up to will definitely catch up with them one day. And yet, he didn't help you lot out when you were trying to stop the insanity. Honestly, nothing worse than a pathetic yes man.
This town scares me.
Says the woman who brought the wrath of the internet mob on a massive news corporation.
Guess you're right.
You're the one responsible for this? Don't think you won, little girl. You miserable excuse for a journalist.
Oh no, I know I didn't win. But the people of Rainy Woods did.
Screw you! I'm going to get my army of lawyers and crush you like the tiny, insignificant, pathetic punk you are! Great work, Naomi. Just leave the rest to me. I'll email you later.
Whew. This the part where we get the happily ever after?
Lobster! We did it, Yuppie. We kicked their frickin' asses. You know, the first time I saw you, I had a feeling you'd rise up to kick some ass someday. But you also seemed like the ultimate chowderhead, so I wasn't sure which way it was gonna go. Should've known my intuition was right on the mark.
I'm amazed you can say all that with a straight face.
Well, you've still got room for improvement, a whole yacht load of improvement. So I'm gonna give you a little advice as your mentor here. The most important thing for you to learn is how to walk away from all the assholes in the world. Otherwise, they'll just trick you into a big pile of debt again.
Okay.
But enough about that. We should be celebrating right now. You, me, all the pumpkins, we frickin' did it! Hey, Yuppie, what are you doing?
Walking away from an asshole. Just like you taught me.
Damn.
Later.
Lobster!
No, he was a dick to her all game long. Dr. Nicholas Anderson is an animal lover. Truth behind the mask. One woman and her radical town renewal project. The world speaks out. You've gone too far this time. one freelance journalist and what she was able to accomplish. Dark rumors circulating animal welfare organizations. Directors of Morning Bell News resign amidst allegations. Not recommended for the faint of heart. My trip to the infamous town of Rainy Woods. An age in which video evidence means absolutely nothing. Major social media services delete all traces of Rainy Woods. Is this really the ending you wanted? Who cares? Not like I started this job because I really wanted to. Alright then, if you're fine with it, then so am I. Meanwhile, I'm gonna keep my eye on the whole Save RW situation and see how it all pans out. So I'll be saying sayonara to this town pretty soon. I mean, not like I'm gonna find anyone posting stuff about Save RW here. What are you gonna do? I don't know. I'm still thinking. I figured you'd say that. Well, just make sure your journey of self-discovery doesn't take your whole life. Life's a lot shorter than you may think it is.
See ya.
Later, child ahead. So long, lobster.
After the stream, Morning Bell News' stock price crashed. All of the management were prosecuted and resigned, with CEO Flora Kelly at the forefront. Meanwhile, Naomi signed a special contract with the new managers. As part of that, Morning Bell bought Naomi's Flamingo account for a hell of a lot of money. In return, Naomi announced to the world that the entire stream was all just a fiction of her creation. She claims she staged the broadcast in an attempt to revitalize the small town of Rainy Woods. And so, with Naomi's confession, the curtain was finally closed on the incident. At long last, Naomi managed to pay off her debt, and still had a nice amount left over from the sale. Obviously, such an admission meant she had to give up her role as a journalist.
Wow, 2 million.
I'll go sit.
Drinking? This early in the day? Seems like you're really living the high life now, Naomi Hayward.
Good day.
A beer simply doesn't fit your character. I can't think of anyone else who would look better drinking absinthe right now.
Jeez.
Okay, just tell me what you want already. We came to thank you, on behalf of the entire town. Everyone's grateful for what you did, and as their representative, I feel it is only suitable that I pass it on directly. Thank you so much for all your help.
Seriously?
Wait, hold on. I'm the one who caused all the trouble to happen in the first place. You shouldn't be thanking me, I should still be apologizing. Are you mental? You aren't the only person Morning Bell News could have sent here.
Indeed.
They could have sent someone with class, education, someone smart, resilient, hardworking, accomplished, charismatic, quick-witted, or a totally unscrupulous person for all we know. And I guess you're right. And you very could have acted like a smart person had you wanted to. But you chose justice right up to the very end. Even if it did happen due to ephemeral happenstance, that's still enough for you to deserve our gratitude. Happenstance, huh? Yeah, who am I to say? Naomi Hayward. Humans are just like poems. Something born from the miasma, purely out of coincidence. That is what we call poetry. That is what we call life. You should be proud that within something, you're able to find something good. You just never let up with the cheese, do you? Now that you've had more than your fair share of compliments, Miss Half-Wit Drink Queen, where do you plan to go from here? Don't you think it's about time you took a step forward when it comes to taking back your life?
Indeed.
Exactly. Now that you are a person of means, you can't possibly spend all your days submerged in a pub. Yeah, I know. I'm just stuck on the ultimate decision. The ultimate decision? Yeah, the ultimate goddamn hellhole of decisions.
That's right, Naomi. Just as you said, this is your ultimate decision. You've gained a lot while in this town, even learned some things, but you've also lost a lot, haven't you? It's time for this tale to come to an end. But which decision, which ending, is the right one?
It's probably A. Let's do A since we did all this.
Yeah.
Alright, I made my decision. Interesting.
"5 days on from the stream, and hardly anyone was making posts using #SaveRW anymore. Though later, some occultish kind of groups could be seen using it for their own purposes. Their posts mostly revolved around Cortana, the glowing moss, and the vampire's blood. These have got to be out-of-place artifacts, they'd say, although it rarely caught on. And when a #SaveRW-centric blog posted snippets from a Morning Bell News article, those small groups were completely snuffed out as well. In those Morning Bell snippets, it basically said that Cortana, the glowing moss, and the vampire's blood could all be proven using modern science. So all those occulty types couldn't rely on the hashtag to support their theories anymore. And they gradually moved on to #LobsterPose.
All right, lads and ladies, raise your hand if you're not here.
Good grief. How do you expect them to do that? Let's hurry up and get going already before my pies get cold.
Let us begin this celebratory banquet at once. First, a round of applause for this town's new hero and the sponsor of this grand feast, Naomi Hayward. Well done.
I would ask for a toast, but before that, I have a very important announcement to make.
Sorry, but once the drinking starts, no one will listen, especially our guest of honor.
All of the money that Miss Hayward donated to our town will be used now and forever in protecting its secrets.
And as thanks, we hereby declare that Naomi Hayward is now an honorary citizen of Rainy Woods.
Congrats, Miss Honorary Citizen!
I always knew great things awaited you, Dame Hayward.
Now then, on to the toast.
Benedict, if you would please lead us.
We are gathered here today, and I really have only one thing left to say. Cheers!
Cheers!
And so she became penniless yet again.
Oh, that's right. Dead broke again. I should have kept a little for myself instead of getting carried away and saying I'd donate it all.
Naomi, it's a fact of life that money comes and goes. Having wealth can bring richness to life. But what if you come to rely on it, eh? Go sod it. Who cares? As long as you're happy. Right, that's me done, I suppose. From here on, the story is yours to tell. Whatever happens though, Naomi, have a good life.
Chasing pointless gossip in the middle of nowhere. Maybe this is the career most suited for me.
Oh, but Miss Naomi, do be careful not to drink too much.
What? You're...
The last one left the special running shoes with you. May I take them? Thank you. I knew that going to Fancy and Bunny was the right choice. I feel like I could run a whole marathon in these.
But... you're...
Oh, and you're free to keep using your house in Rainy Woods however you please. It seems like everyone still has some favours to ask of you too. And perhaps there are even a few mysteries left for you to solve. I just hope you know you are free to stay in our town as long as it suits you.
But I saw you. You... It wasn't a dream, was it?
Happiness is something that travels from person to person. And this is Rainy Woods, the happiest town in the world. Does that make sense?
What? Rainy Woods is the happiest town in the world? Happiness is something that travels from person to person? Who cares? C'est la vie! Goddamn hellhole!
That actually gave me a bit of a chill.
Gotta pay back the
I guess that's it. I guess all that's left to do are all these side quests. Swear you. Hmm? Hey, what are you doing? Yeah. Interesting. Well, I guess that's it. Let's, save the game and call it a night, I guess. I do wonder what would happen if I had just took the money and went back to New York. But maybe that's a story for another time. To be honest, I think I've played this game as far as I wanted to go. I don't really need to do any of the side quest stuff. I just really wanted to get to the bottom of the mystery. Well, anyway, that game, I quite enjoyed it. There's a lot of charm to it. There are a few bugs like that, one towards the end of the game on the end of the line quest where Jan was not spawning at all, and I was just like, I looked up like YouTube channels and Reddit posts, see what kind of leads I could find in order to get her to actually spawn, but the only way to really do it is to load the game and hopefully she spawns correctly. The side quests don't add to much, and you really don't need anything other than the camera and a telephoto photo lens towards the end. The rest of the game you could just go by with the basic camera. It makes me wonder, there's all this stuff on the map, but what is there to do around there? All in all, I really enjoyed this game. It's super chill. It's not like super thought-provoking or anything like that. It's just very easygoing. It has a nice, easy pace to it. Well, anyways, I'm done here. Have a good night. Have a good life.